Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, well, I kind of took Coach Rob's racket and I kind of didn't string it with NXT, hoping maybe he could play with a poly. Ooh, let's see what he thinks though. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so I got some 20 gauge Hyper G here. Yeah, I know it's a poly. Coach Rob likes, non-polys. He gave me his racket and I strung it with the 20 gauge. I'm thinking he's gonna like it since I like the 20 gauge Tour Bite. I strung it at 46 pounds, hoping that he would get the feel, the spin, the power that he's used to from the multis, and hopefully the properties of, the non-arm hurting properties that, he's used to. You know what I'm saying? So go meet Coach Rob on the court and hopefully he can handle it, all right? Or hopefully he'll like it, all right? Stay tuned. Hey, Coach Rob.
Hey, Harry. Where you been, man? Been waiting for you.
Crap. I know my ProTek watch is accurate, so it must be me.
Mine seems accurate too, so I'm going to go with you.
It's definitely me, yeah. ProTek, sponsor of Tennis Spin. Always accurate, unlike Tennis Spin. All right, Coach Rob.
Hey, Harry. You got my racket in that Solinco bag?
I do. And, NXT has changed colors.
Really? I did not know that.
Neon green.
Interesting.
I know he ain't falling for that one.
I'm not buying that one, but okay. You did fool me once.
But I know I'm not fooling with this one because they probably wouldn't make this color.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So I believe that I know you don't like polys, right?
My arm doesn't like poly.
Okay. But I feel like you can play with this poly.
Okay.
Have you seen that green before?
I have.
And what string do you equate it to?
Hyper G?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's a form of Hyper G that I seriously think you can play with.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
So let's take it on the court and let's
give it a
see,
shot.
What we can do. Yes. Cool. All right, so Coach Rob.
This is a hell of a surprise, I gotta say.
So tell me more. I was just going to ask the questions.
No, this has really felt good. And I know it's a poly, but it felt good. What'd you string it at?
46 pounds.
46, okay. Nice. It was really lively.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like literally freshly strung too.
Okay. Cool.
What else did you feel from it?
It had a lot of just bam, and it had a lot of spin. It had a lot of grip to the ball, but it felt a lot. I had a lot more plow with it, a lot more power with it. Swinging easy, the ball jumped off the racket. Felt like maybe it's like a 17. I don't know.
It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Like a 17 gauge?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like trying to read it. But
so Solinco 17 would be 120 on their scale.
Okay.
Most others are 125. So do you think you could play with that?
Yeah, I could probably play with it.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
What if I told you it wasn't 17 gauge?
Then I would go 18.
What if I told you it wasn't 18?
It's not 15. It's not 16. So I never heard anything under 18.
18, right?
That's
right?
it. That's all I know.
So Solinco actually makes a 19.
Say
Yes,
what?
they make a 19.
Really?
Yes. And
Okay.
they do make it in yours, and they do make it in Torbite.
Sorry, Solinco, I didn't know that.
But we're going actually even thinner. We're doing badminton strings at this point. You were using, what does that say?
Maximum power spin, 20 gauge.
1.05.
Wow.
That's what you were playing with.
Yeah, 1.05. 20 gauge.
Yep. Like, yeah, our eyes are not deceiving us.
Wow.
Does it make sense now that you get...
Now it does. But yeah, it's the first time I ever even heard of.
Right?
Something in the 20 range.
Yeah, I played with this. I've been trying this for, well, this is my second day now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm waiting for the day or the minute, the second in which it breaks, but as I told Chris, it'll be the best hour of your life.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to just play with it and see how long you get out of it.
Right. So good spin, good energy transfer.
Right. Yep.
I'm literally shocked at how great 20 gauge plays.
Yeah, that's awesome. I knew it was thin, but now I'm looking at it like, holy, that's really thin.
So you think you can play with that?
I'd love to give it a shot and really play some sets with it. Or set, depending on how long it lasts.
Half a set.
No, I mean, being that it's a poly, it's going to be a little more durable than a regular something at 20, but...
Yeah, if it was literally nylon, it'd probably last 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so Coach Rob can play with poly, 20 gauge poly. We might do a follow-up video to see how long it lasts and maybe count the seconds or the minutes, but... Coach Rob, why do you think they made this string?
Probably they made it for people that don't want to play with a poly because it's going to hurt their arm, or they're afraid of, of something like that. So they wanted to go super thin and see if, the spin out of it would transfer into a player who's afraid of using a poly.
Right. Who would you recommend this to?
Somebody who, like me, who's afraid of the poly hurting their arm, who would want to try a poly for the first time and do something that's super thin like that.
Right.
That would be cool.
So when I asked...
it is cool, for sure.
When I asked Norm over at Solinco, I was like, why are you making this? Right? And he was like, it's basically for the entry-level people, the 12-year-old, the great 10-year-olds or 11-year-olds, right. Their kind of entry into a poly, like their first taste of it, where it hopefully won't hurt them.
Right.
And then he said he had gut users that were, let's say, 60 and over, that he put this into, that literally said, you changed my tennis life.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can either go full bed or, if you wanted a quieter string, just maybe blend it with a synthetic or a multi, and you'd have a quieter string bed too.
Right.
But going full, I mean, it does have kind of gut-like characteristics, doesn't it?
Yeah, it had good feel.
Right?
Which I was a little surprised, thinking as a poly it was going to feel kind of dead, but...
Right.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Good job, 20 gauge. And it ain't a shotgun. Thank you, Coach Rob, for doing this test with me. And I'm happy that you can actually now play with a poly.
Right. 20 gauge.
20 gauge. All right. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Hey, coaches, are you tired of feeding 1,000 balls an hour and not being able to see exactly what's going on in their techniques of your players?
Ready position.
Fast track tennis is the way. They'll feed the balls for you. You can stand on the same side as the person you're coaching. You can see exactly what they're doing wrong. Are they turning? Are they turning wrong?
Uniturn. Swing.
Can you really see it from the other side?
Uniturn.
Get fast track tennis today and help your students and help yourself with your lesson.
Swing.